Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Taz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here in episode number 53 of our Pokemon Pearl playthrough here on the channel. As you can see, we're in a pretty interesting location. In the last episode, we made it here into the, main final area of the Veilstone headquarters for Team Galactic, where we found Mesprit, Azelf, Uxie. They were all captured and contained in these machines, and they had made some sort of red chain that Cyrus is going to use at the top of Mount Coronet to do some sort of craziness, but making a whole new world for Team Galactic alone. And yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound good, so we're going to go try to stop them. We did push this button. We now have to leave. Okay, fair enough. And we set free the Lake Guardian. So we're going to go off towards Mount Coronet right now. Let's show you our team as we have them. First up, we've got our Gyarados Gary from Kanto at level 40. Almost said from level 40. Holding the Soft Sand. He's a naive Pokemon with Intimidate ability, and the moves are Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Fang, and Surf. Next, we've got Egbert, our Togetic from Johto at level 40 with the Quick Claw. He is a naughty little Pokemon. He's almost at the next level, too. He has the Hustle ability, which I'm not a big fan of, as you're probably aware. And we've got Metronome, Psychic, Water Pulse, and Fly for the moves. Next up is our good buddy Sol is back, our Weavile, holding Cleanse Tag. Not really for any reason, but I mean, I can give him something different instead. He is a naive Pokemon as well, with the ability of Pressure, upping the foe's PP usage. He has Feint Attack, Icy Wind, Cut, and Rock Smash. Next is Arbok, Itchy Eye. At level 41, from our friend Evan back in Kanto, he is a hardy Pokemon with Intimidate as well. He has Fire Fang, Fissure, Toxic, and Glare. Next is Shelly, our level 41 Blissey from Sinnoh here, holding Citrus Berry. She's a docile Pokemon with Serene Grace ability. Look at the special defense. Look at the HP, actually. Thunderbolt, Copycat, Soft Boiled, and Rock Climb. In fact, let's put Rock Climb up closer. There we go. And last but not least is Keaton, our level 41 Dreadplate holding Heracross from Johto. A lax-natured Pokemon with the Guts ability. 116 for the attack stat. Very nice. He has Night Slash, Aerial Ace, Strength, and Rock Smash. So let's get on out of here and see how exactly do we escape this place, because it's like, do I gotta walk all the way back through everything? I'm gonna run. Again, what are these things? I'm gonna assume these are Zygarde. Even before Zygarde was even a thing. No one knew about it. So where does this take us out now? Back here. But where's the... Oh, there we go. Here's the warp panel. Team Galactic warp panels. The green warp panel returns to the ground floor. Onward to a new universe. Team Galactic. Now, did this just send me into a new universe? I can't go back? Oh, well. I guess we're done in here anyway. Hang on. My volume's a little bit loud. Alright, so we're going to, first of all, I'm going to take a quick trip down to Pastoria City. I want to take a look and see, is there anything that we can teach Sol now that he has evolved into Weavile and come back to us from visiting Vibrant once again. And once I'm done with this recording, I'm going to pop over to the Pokestop next door to my house and see if I can drop a lure and get something amazing to show up. Now that the fighting event... I haven't harvested my berries in forever, too. Now that the fighting event is over in Pokemon Go, I could conjure up a nice unknown for all I know. You know, it's unknown what I'll find. Okay, let's see. Sol, what can you pick up? We got Embargo, Revenge, Assurance. You can't get a Night Slash. Okay. I think I want that. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. I don't know if he was trying to learn it before or not, and I just kind of passed over it. But we're gonna replace Feint Attack with a more powerful Night Slash, which actually has a critical hit ratio above a notch, or a notch above the rest, so could be doubling in the power. Of course, in this generation, critical hits were double the power, not 50% stronger, which is something to keep in mind. Alright, so with that done, I'm going to head over to Hardhome City. No, wait, where's the quick... Yeah, Hardhome... Hardhome? Yeah. Actually, a quicker place would be to head to Oreburgh City. Right down here. We're going to head off into Mount Coronet and see how far we can go. I wonder if I should save this game up at some point in between episodes and do my berry harvesting again. Because I have all the citrus, lum, and lepa berries I need, so I'm probably okay. I can do the other berry harvesting after we get this main part of the story done. I'm also doing a bit of bulk recording these last several episodes. Excuse me. Because I find many times I don't plan ahead, really. I will say, oh, I'll just wake up in the morning, record an episode, edit it, upload it, and we'll be good to go. Sometimes I wake up, like I did on Monday, kind of feeling sick with a headache or something like that, and I'm not in any condition to do a recording that day. So that is, unfortunately, leading me to missing an episode here and there. So if I can get some stuff recorded ahead of time and just have them scheduled to upload, we'll be good for the week. Whenever I'm feeling up for it, I should do this recording as much as possible. Alright, we finally get ourselves over here, picking up protein. That's some cash. I don't usually use those for stat boosts. I do my training for stat boosts. Something I've never even done yet either, I'm sure I've mentioned before, is in Gen 7, hyper training, in which you can basically artificially affect, oh, there's no item there, your Pokemon's IVs, not just their effort values. So, I've never done that. I don't like the thought of adjusting my Pokemon's... It's almost like their DNA, you know? Hey! Have we ever seen you before? I don't think so. Let's go, Gary. These things are actually worth experience that we can go for. So, I'm going to take off that cleanse tag. We'll do some training along the way. I want to make sure I'm prepared for whatever challenge awaits us at the top of Mount Coronet. I already know what it's going to be. And I just now remembered the levels. I can't run away? Oh well, I think we're fine. Do I risk the earthquake? Yes! This one's heat-proof. We can actually land earthquake on this one. Nice. I wonder when Gen 4 is going to happen in Pokemon Go. We were talking about that at a Latios raid just yesterday, I think it was. And based on what I'm seeing in Pokemon Go, it seems like every, not full year, but every about 9 months or so, a new generation is being released in Pokemon Go. So the last one came out around Christmas time, if I recall correctly, of last year. So a few months before that, I'm expecting maybe around Halloween time, like October, we'd be seeing Gen 4 coming out this year. Not sure. I'll have to see if that's actually what they go with, but I think that's what they're aiming for, based on past experience. Excuse me. It'll be cool to see all these new Gen 4 Pokemon. Like, what's really neat with Generation 4, as you've probably seen, and if you don't know from your own experiences and stuff, a lot of previous Pokemon have gotten new evolutions. Like, we've seen... What have we seen? I don't know if we've seen... Actually, we have seen Ambipom, for one thing. And other things like Frostlass has become a thing. There is... Well, there's just so many new evolutions. Gliscor, for example. Weavile, as we have our own team. Hydro Pump, really? No, thank you. We got some good moves as it is. We will ignore that Hydro Pump. Sorry, Gary. But, I mean, we could hard scale it if you really want it. We can fix that up later. Let's switch Gary out into Egbert for another level up. I'm going to have fun getting all these level ups here. Was that an item up there? Hang on. It was. Alright, we're going to get attacked. But I mean, I'm doing this for the experience, as I said. We have... Hey, it's a Clefairy! Remember we had a Clefairy on our team, guys? Yeah. I gotta remember, they're not fairy types in this generation. Excuse me. Now, since we're trying to get level ups and stuff, I'm not going to waste time with metronomes on wild encounters. But against trainers, I'll have some fun with the wackiness of metronome for sure. Wow. Oh man, gravity, no! Egbert can't fly anymore. Oh well, now he's susceptible to ground moves. I think that's what that does. Now, would this thing have Magic Guard? Because if I metronomed up a Toxic, that would have been cool. But we just get a critical, there we go, and a Water Pulse does the trick. It's funny, I've been playing Gen 7, oh, Quick Claw, trying to get my Pokemon and Pokemon Moon trained up. I've got everybody except Dorothy the Driftbloom to level 100. She's at 98 right now. Why does Driftbloom have such a high experience requirement for level ups? She's already got more experience than my Lunala, which is kind of crazy. Lunala is a legendary, and yet she needs more experience than the legendary to level up. That's wild. But anyway, I've gotten to the point now whenever I see an attack does not knock a Pokemon out, brings it down to the low red, I'm thinking, it's going to call for help. I'm totally forgetting that. In this generation, that ain't no thing. So a Chingling, which is another, not evolution, but a new pre-evolution here in Gen 4 of Chimecho. It's kind of neat how they've made baby forms of Pokemon that I wouldn't think need a baby form. Because, like, Chimecho's not super crazy amazing, I wouldn't say. Yet they felt it needed a pre-evolution. What they should do... Now, I'm not saying, here's how to do your job, Pokemon Game Freak programmers and such, but certain Pokemon that have male and female counterparts, like, you know, I've mentioned this before about Miltank and Tauros, they're both considered like counterparts. It would be cool if they had a pre-evolution of each of them that would evolve based on gender. Same with Volbeat and Illumise from Gen 3. Like, if they had a little, like a larva Firefly Pokemon that can evolve into either one. That'd be kind of cool too. It's almost in a way the way, what is it? Esper evolves into either male or female Meowstic. Same species, but the type, not the typing, the appearance and the stat distribution are, I believe, vastly different from the male and female Meowstic. So, are there any more hidden items down here? No, but there's more of a path. Actually, there is an item. Let's get it. This is escape rope. That could actually help us. We don't have dig on the team, do we? That kind of goes in hand with in Pokemon TCG deciding what do I want to use. Do I want to use an ability for my, gameplay, or do I want to use items? Like, for example, I was using in my recent Xerneas GX deck Ribombee with the Honey Gather ability, which says, once during each turn, I can search my deck for 2 basic energy cards and put them into hand. That's just like using a Professor's Letter, except it's constant, and you don't have to, waste one item, one card in your deck to use that. Downside is, of course, Ribombee does not have a lot of HP, so instead of using an item, you're allowing your enemies to have a chance to knock something out for a quick prize. So that's what I like about the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the what-ifs of strategy games like Pokemon TCG. Which way do you want to use your tactics to your best advantage? And let's try out the new Night Slash. We get a critical. We have a high speed stat. That doesn't matter anymore, of course. No, but one more does the trick. And you're going to confuse us. Do I risk the self-inflicted damage of confusion? I think I do. We can heal up. We got citrus berries, we got potions and stuff, we got the Night Slash. Do we got the critical coming up? No. So of course when I'm doing my lure session across the way, I'll be doing some recording, so even though you'd probably see whatever I find earlier than this video that you're watching here, check me out on Twitter, follow me there if you're interested to see what kind of Pokemon I find in Pokemon Go. Just at any point, really. I'm usually recording whenever I'm on a hunt for like new species and such. Willow's over on the bed, relaxing over there. She just distracted me for one brief second. Alright, excuse me. Now, scary thing here is this Graveler. I'm going to switch into Gary, who can Intimidate, first of all, to block some damage from an explosion. You can also Surf to knock it out, but it might have Stone Edge or some sort of rock move. But again, we're intimidating it, plus we are higher leveled. That's not so bad. Roll out. We can handle that easily and go for a Surf KO, even though Gary doesn't need the experience off this thing. Actually, did anyone need the experience? Are we all level 41? Generally, as I said before, I like to make sure my Pokemon are 5 levels above the wild Pokemon that we're fighting. See, if it was Gary versus Graveler, we're already 5 levels, I would just walk away. But I believe Soul might need more experience. Plus, there's higher than level 36s in this cave, too, so... What item is hidden down this way? Okay, yeah, I like the experience, but I'm trying to advance in this game. Now, this thing could have Gyro Ball, as we learned from a previous battle with a Bronzor. I'm gonna still just go for the Night Slash. It is neutral, of course, Steel does still resist Dark in this generation. Up until Gen 6, I believe that changes. There's a nice critical. Now you get the Iron Defense. Is it going to be enough to save you a knockout? Yep. And there's the Gyro Ball. Don't get a critical, we'll be fine. I mean, even a critical we might survive, though. We wouldn't have. So that's good to know. So, we're not letting you fight these things anymore. Whew, that was some damage. Excuse me. I was watching, I was waiting, I was about to admit my own failures as a Pokemon trainer, but luckily, Salters managed to pull through. Soft-boiled it is. Alright, so that is rock types and steel types that we cannot train up against with our Weavile. Good to know. In that case, I would think Gary is our best bet to deal with any further Bronzong. That's a nice attack. Do I want to use that? Hang on. Generally, I wait and use TMs after I've done all of my adventuring and use them on all the different Pokemon in storage. But let's just see if this is useful for our team. Where did it go? There it is. Can anyone pick this up? Well, I know one of them can. Shelly can get it. That's kind of a waste, however. Keaton can get it. Arbok can get it. I'm happy with their moves as is for now, though. But it would help against some of these Golbat and such in this cave. I'll keep that on the back burner for the time being. We pick up a Revive. I should have sold all my Revives and stuff, too, to get some extra cash for... Again, I haven't even bought anything from a shop. When's the last time I bought anything from a Pokemon Mart? I'm not buying any items. I've got all the berries I need for healing. I'm not even really catching anything, so I don't need the Pokeballs. We're under attack once again. It's a Golbat that, I believe, Soul can handle. And I think he's almost leveled up as well. Excuse me. So I am happy to say I was doing a Pokemon TCG online tournament last night, trying to get myself some more booster packs to get more of those cards I want to show you guys in the online battles. I did manage to beat the Lucario Garchomp deck. I was doing a theme deck tournament. I'm going to switch out. We didn't hit ourselves last time. I feel this time we're going to get hit by confusion. Let's go to Egbert. So I did manage to overcome Lucario Garchomp. I was using the Empoleon deck with the Imperial, it's called Imperial Command, where you do more damage, 20 damage for every bench Pokemon on both sides. And I was quite happy with that outcome. I mean, the way that tournament structure is currently set up, and they change the tournament structures every once in a while, but for the theme decks, if you get, I think, 5th to 8th place, so if you don't win any of the, if you don't win your first round, basically, you get, I still think, some tokens and maybe an event ticket or something. So you still get something by spending your event tickets to go into that challenge. Level up for Sol. Egbert gains some experience as well. Let's go for some soft boils to heal them up as I continue yakking about Pokemon TCG online. Now, if you get, what is it, 3rd or 4th place, so if you win one match, you get a guaranteed booster pack, currently of Forbidden Light, which is very nice. Where's my citrus berries at? There they are. If you get 2nd place, is it 2nd place? Yeah, so if you get 2nd place, you get 2 booster packs of Forbidden Light, and if you get 1st, you get 3. So I did manage to get 1. I've also gotten some more code cards from some of the players at the Heroes Beacon Pokemon League. Whenever I get a little stack of cards, just so you know, I do want to save some for you guys to give out in videos, but I also use half of them for myself. The reason is not because I necessarily want to take any cards away. Hang on. There's really nothing here? How conspicuous of a location, though? Excuse me, but I do like to give out cards to you guys, of course. However, I do use half the cards that I usually get, the code cards, to give myself more trade fodder for the online game. That thing can hurt. It's got fighting moves. We're switching into... Let's go to Gary for this one. Excuse me, my throat is all sorts of messed up right now. So I do have currently 8 Forbidden Light booster packs online. Generally, people are trading Greninja GX for 5 booster packs. I think I can do 5 booster packs for a 3rd Greninja GX that I have currently stored up. I might also try to do a little thing. I have a Rainbow Rare Greninja GX in the online game that I've traded my way up to. I'm trying to trade that with some specific trainer cards, energy cards, and a few booster packs for a standard Greninja GX and a Buzzwole. I don't think people are going to take me up on that, but what I should probably do is try to trade up to get a Rainbow Buzzwole GX. And then maybe they'll trade a standard Buzzwole and Greninja for that one. That's what I'll start doing. I'm going to put some trade offers up in a little bit. Alright, Soul leveling up. Not leveling up. Soul gaining experience. Gary gaining experience. Where are we at? I see there's a little section down here. Let's go check this out. We get ourselves... What is down here? Gee, think there's a hidden item? I better check. Oh, it's right in front of me. I don't use those! Wait, do we need to heal? No, we're good. Okay, we just did that. Okay, so I think this upper area leads us out of the mountain. Are we at the top of the mountain already? Haha, sucker. Aww! Well, I want to fight him anyway, of course. I'm going to turn back around. Hey, that's a normal type. Pretend I crunched my knuckles. Actually, I could really do it. But that might sound gross, I'm not going to. I'm gonna rock smash. What are you gonna metronome me? What are you gonna close combat? No, maybe. Actually, let's see. What do you got? You got no fairy attacks just yet. I don't think you realize the gravity of your situation here, Clefairy. You should have tried something offensive. I was about to quote a line from Avengers Infinity War, but I can't. I must leave you guys all spoiler-free. Until... I don't know. Here's a good question for you folks out there. When do you feel it is safe to give spoilers out for a movie? We Grunts have been assigned 2 noble jobs. 1. Ensure the success of our operation at the summit. 2. Utterly destroy anyone who dares interfere. Really? Good luck. Anyway. So, yeah, it's like, I was watching, what was it, Late Night with Conan O'Brien one time, way back, many years ago, when he was the host of, if you guys don't know late night talk shows, he was the, actually, this thing could have a bug attack, hang on. Let's switch around into Arbok. So he was the host of the late night talk show after the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and Conan O'Brien and his sidekick co-host Andy Richter were talking and stuff. And Willow, what are you meowing for? I am recording a video. Stop it. Oh man, not a tract. Look what this thing's doing to me. You're distracting me, this is distracting me. Fire Fang. And they were talking about the movie The Sixth Sense. Okay, remember last time I was attracted? How many turns to attraction that I lost? That is continuing. That is, what, 6 now? 6 in a row. Don't make me bring in my Blissey. I've got Thunderbolt. We actually landed hit. Alright, so 6 for 7 is the rate of attraction in Gen 4. But, talking about the movie The Sixth Sense. And, yes! We got the burn! And, so, it had been years old at this point, that movie, and Andy was talking about how, in the movie, now, spoilers if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense, skip the next minute or so, but Andy Richter was talking about how, in the movie, Bruce Willis is talking to this kid who can see dead people, like spirits and ghosts and stuff, and, not Bruce Willis, but his character, of course, and it turned out that, at the end, it was revealed that Bruce Willis was a ghost as well, and he didn't realize it. He found out through this child that he was actually dead. Join Team Galactic and then abide by our rules. Nope, that would solve all our problems. Would it really, though? I mean, probably. Alright, softballed it up. So, Andy Richter, having said that, Conan then responded, like, no word of a lie, I have not yet seen that movie. But then I think Andy was like, well, it's your own fault for not having seen it yet. It's been out for years, right? So, when would you say is the deadline, the cutoff date for when spoilers cannot be revealed? I don't know. I don't know if I have a solid opinion on that. Because, like, not everyone sees the movie when it's in theaters. Some wait till it comes out on, like, say, DVD, or you can, you know, stream it, Netflix, whatever. And I'm just very careful about not saying any spoilers in general anyway. I'm the kind of person that I myself don't really mind when I get spoiled, because for me, hearing about something that happens and then seeing it happen are 2 different things. So it's like I can still be somewhat like, I can't believe it happened, even though I knew it was coming. Our time has come. It's Team Galactic's time now. Is it really? Soul has something to say about that. Why do I always do this? This is my battle pose. I'm like, who did this? That's not Goku's move. It's like Tien almost, I think. Or maybe Yamcha. Anyway, we have a Bronzor. As I say, we can't really deal with these steel types. So we're going to steal ourselves away to go into... I guess Gary's always a safe bet. I was thinking we could have gone with Keaton or Arbok, but they're both weak to Psychic, and this thing could have Confusion, Extrasensory, it could be Intimidated, so we know it doesn't have the Hyper Cutter ability, which is not even a thing. Safeguard, eh? Now, I'm going to just go on the assumption that Trainers Bronzor have Levitate, because it seems like every time we fought a Trainer with one, it seems to have Levitate. Either way, Waterfall does a good amount of damage. One more takes it down. There's that Gyro Ball. Intimidate, no damage to our Water type. 4. Okay, 4 damage to our Water type. That is nothing for us to fear. And I'm just remembering how big Mount Coronet is. We haven't even hit the snow yet. And we've only got a couple minutes left for the episode. So, we've got a little ways to go. This could be actually the rest of the week getting through this mountain. And that was the only Pokemon you had, really? When's it gonna be my turn? It was that was your turn there. If you didn't like it, tough. It's too late. No amount of desperation from a kid like you will make a difference. Oh, I can get pretty desperate, let me tell you. Alright, let's head on up here. Is it the snowy area yet? It is. We have hit the snow. Why am I in berries? Get my bouncy Pokemon up here. Okay! Whoa, excuse me. Let us avoid as much grass as possible, even though I want the training, but I'm sure I'll get training from the Grunts, because there's more to come. Very rocky wall, Shelly. It's just weird to think I'm riding up a wall on a Blissey's back. Isn't that weird? We still got about a minute and a half. Okay. Are there hidden items here? Hang on. I think because of the rock smashing there would be. Now this is... There's something you can only get here. I think if you go up that waterfall, which we can't do yet, you need the 8th gym badge to use waterfall. But I do believe there is a special Pokemon you can only get in here. In a cave up above that waterfall. I'm just going to click back to the hidden items. Yeah, there is something. I'm going to smash this rock open. Let's break it up. Get ourselves... Tiny mushroom. Okay. I don't even know what the tiny mushrooms do anymore. Like in Gen 3 in Fire Red, Leaf Green, they were the heart scale kind of things. You could give 2 tiny mushrooms to a guy, or that's a good item, or 1 big mushroom. He would let you relearn a move that your Pokemon could have had. But I don't think they do anything anymore. Alright, so with this last encounter, we're going to pop out of this cave and save it up because we're at time for the episode. I'm going to cancel the timer because we're pretty much done. But the levels are increasing in these wild Pokemon. I'm kind of happy to see that. Let's go to Gary. He's going to be our go-to guy, our go-to Gyarados to take on some of these psychic fighting types. I mean, yeah, a psychic attack will still kind of hurt him, but pretty sure these things are more physically offensive than anything, plus the Intimidate is going to help us. That would have been scary if we didn't have Gary. Waterfall, I don't think your defense handles more than 2 waterfall attacks, and plus, you might even flinch. There's a slight chance. Too bad you can't get Serene Grace on a Gyarados. Wouldn't that be kind of wild? Oh, we don't flinch. Oh, and you're going to just completely negate your own stat boost. I mean, you're ignoring my attack drop by the Intimidate, but you just lost your special defense. I could have surfed you. Maybe. I wouldn't risk it. Sure, Waterfall does the trick. With Metacham out of the way, do we see any level ups? I don't think so. I hear Willow meowing away in the back here. I'm sure you guys can pick it up, though. That's why I like this microphone. When I first used to do the videos, I would be all, you know, paranoid of like background sound and stuff like that, but now I'm sure things are just fine. I can hear her. I don't think you guys have to worry about that. But with that, we are done. Another episode of Pokemon Pearl for the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching as always, of course. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to drop a like down below and or share this video or the playlist in the description with a friend of yours who wants to check out some kind of classic retro Pokemon playthroughs as well. As we continue tomorrow, heading up Mount Coronet, see if we can deal with Team Galactic and put a stop to whatever dastardly deeds they have going on up there. If you want to see some more videos that I have done, of course, check out the links during the outro to check out things such as Pokemon TCG Online. We've got Pokemon Go videos on occasion. It's going to be coming back at some point because I have some missions coming up. I might be traveling to another nearby city, actually, doing some more Pokestop spinning. And we got Pokemon Ultra Sun videos as well, including live streams, as long as my internet will hold out for us to do such things. So, with that, it's time for me to roll for the day. Thanks again for watching, folks. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.